down with jocks and hands on cocks, alright? Because this is serious stuff. We are going to be learning in this video how I, with my clients, build info products and scale them to $17,450 in the first 48 hours. This is my launch strategy that I put in place with my clients to just maximize the amount of sales we can get as quickly as possible, and that's the best way to do it. Here's how it's done. In order to make money from an info product, you need three things. One is a good product, okay? That is pretty self-explanatory. If you don't have a good product, people aren't going to buy your product, and if they do buy a product, they aren't going to want to stick around for very long. So absolutely you need a good product. If you want to learn how to build the best possible product and offer, I have a template that you can use it's pretty much done for you. Just fill in all the questions, answer the questions, and it will spit out literally just the perfect product for your audience and for your market. So yeah, that step's pretty much out of the way. Links in the description. You also need customers and community members, obviously, because if you have no customers, you have no money, right? So ideally, the best way to build your product and to launch your product is to already have customers or get them as quickly as possible. So that's the goal with this. Obviously, you're not going to have any on launch day or the day before launch day, but on launch day, you want as many as possible, as quick as possible, all right? And the third thing you need to make money with an info product is awareness of the product. This one, I mean, the more awareness about your product you can get, if you've got a good product and you've got people in there saying it's good, you really can't lose, all right? If you have awareness about the product, you've got a winning product. These three things pretty much come down to don't fuck up the launch, all right? The launch is important for all these three things. You want a good product on launch day. You want to get as many customers and community members in on launch day, and the awareness and hype is what you're building up prior to launch day, so that on the day that you launch, there's as much hype as physically possible around your product, so that everyone instantly buys. Here's how it's done. There you go. Here's how to have a successful launch and make hundreds of thousands of dollars and live happily ever after. Pretty fucking good. Step one, market research, right? This is critical. This is how you create a product. Does this need to be in the way? Fuck it. This is how you create a product that people like without needing to guess, without needing to, come up with ideas on your own. There are proven ways to make a product that people like because people already like products. Pretty smart. So you want to do some market research, see what else is going around, ask your own customers, build the best product possible based on what they say and not what you assume, okay? By actually doing market research, you can tailor your marketing and processes to your target audience, okay? This means that you can come up with processes and marketing that your audience will like and that you know they will like without guessing. You don't have to come up with what they might like and test it. You can just ask them, all right? People overlook this so much, and it's literally as simple as just asking them, all right? Secondly, you can find your exact target audience. Now, this is important because the more specific your target audience, the easier it is to sell to them. Because if you know the exact problem that they're facing and you have the exact solution that they're facing and you know exactly who you're targeting, you'd be stupid not to be able to sell to them because you have the solution for them, right? You also can build your offer and your knowledge build your offer on knowledge and stats rather than assumptions. This is the big one. You can build your offer, target your market without assuming. With facts. Solid facts. Two ways of doing this, which I've touched on already. You can ask your viewers or you can look at your competitors, all right? We'll go down one route for now. Ask your viewers. How can you do this? You can host a call with them. This is the best way of doing it. You can frame these in the lead up to your launch as free coaching calls. And if you have an audience of people who already watch your content and enjoy your content for the information you provide and already find you helpful, no, people aren't going to say no to this. If they have the opportunity for a free coaching call, that's perfect for them, all right? You can no matter how big your audience is, you're going to be able to get enough responses to free coaching calls with this strategy. Once you're on the call, you want to learn about their current situation. You want to figure out what they're struggling with most, what they need help with the most. Have they looked at any other resources, any other courses, maybe any other creators that they're watching? What is their motivation to hit the goal? And when they would like to achieve their goal by, okay? The motivation one is specifically used to target the sales and marketing processes. If you know why they want to hit their goal, if you know why they want to hit their goal, it's going to be very easy to convince them to use your product because you can play on that, right? So if they need extra money so that they can feed their kids, it's very easy to play on that. Okay, they don't care about what you're giving them; they care about what it will give them, if that makes sense. They don't care about the money; they care about the food for their kids. So don't talk about the money; talk about the food for their kids. Now, by doing this, learning about the current situation, it takes all the guesswork out of the process for implementing systems, building your offer, and your sales processes. All right. The other option you have to build your processes and to do your market research is to look at your competitors. This is a very easy one because there's often going to be people in your industry and in your market who have already successfully launched a product. All you have to do is look at what they did and do it as well. If it works for them, it's going to work for you, right? You can find inspiration in their offer, in their marketing techniques, their funnel, and their content. All of this, just use. If it works for them, it will work for you. If they have a great offer, find inspiration and create a similar offer. If they have marketing techniques that are blowing everyone else out of the water, clearly those techniques work, use them, all right? You're smart, you can figure this out. Replicate and personalize. Now that is the thing. You have to personalize. If you create the exact same offer as someone else who's already doing it, why would anyone buy your product? Okay? You can take aspects of an offer and recreate it and personalize it. But if you word for word, verbatim, take someone else's offer, you're going to get 0 sales and probably a lawsuit, all right? You're going to get no sales because everyone is just going to go to the other guy who's already doing it better than you. Okay, so make sure you have to personalize your offer. Right. Jesus. What a weird way I've done that. Anyway, step 2 is your funnel, okay? Now this is what you use to turn your viewers and your audience into customers. All right, this is how you provide value to them, you sell them. This is the process that takes them from a viewer into a customer, okay? Your funnel is going to depend on the price and the nature of the product. So if you're trying to sell a $2 course on how to scratch your elbow, then your funnel is going to be completely different to if you're selling a $10,000 course on how to sell people private jets. Completely different product, completely different funnel. Similar situation here. Maybe not quite to those extremes. There's two different types of products that are most prevalent within the market at the moment, and that is one-to-one mentorship or mentorship programs done with you sort of programs. And there's paid courses and ebooks, which is more like just learning yourself pretty much. So one-to-one mentorship is absolutely the way to go. Paid courses and ebooks are good, but the information, it's harder to sell someone on just information, all right? They need something else. This is the reason, this is the mental block that people have when they talk about courses, another guru with a course, right? They don't want to buy the information because they can find the information elsewhere, right? And they probably can. Whatever information is going to be in your course probably isn't going to be unique to you, all right? Maybe, but even still, it probably isn't going to be worth buying your course just for the information. Now, you can also charge very little for a paid course or an ebook, maybe $50, $100, $500 if you have the best course in the world, right? But it's not really going to... Your product isn't actually helping your audience as much as it could be. Alex Hormozi says it's best to give the information away for free and sell the implementation, right? And this is the same as university. This is the same as any other education market. If you go to university, you can get all the resources without the university degree and the university course, right? You can get the resources, you can teach yourself, fine. But what you pay for at university or even just high school, you go to classes, to lectures where people are there to help you and teach you, right? It's the implementation. You can learn all the info, but actually turning information into results is easier said than done. It helps to have someone there to teach you how to do it, which is where the one-to-one mentorship comes in. And this is absolutely what you should at very least start by selling. Now, the funnel for the cheaper course, you want to funnel people to a landing page, okay? Because it's just more efficient. People will buy a course from a landing page, okay? It's cheaper. There's not as much resistance. They sort of know what they're getting going into it. You don't have to sell them to the same extent. If you have a landing page that's good quality, you will sell courses, okay? The difference with a course and with a one-to-one mentorship is people really want to know what they're getting with the one-to-one mentorship, okay? So you're probably going to need to push them to a meeting. Now, this is okay because you're going to be getting a lot more money out of each customer, okay? Your one-to-one mentorship might cost $2,000 per month and the course might cost $50 a month, okay? So you can spend the time pushing them to a meeting. You can also objection handle and deal with any sort of mindset issues that your customer might have on the meeting and get them to buy instead of just relying on a landing page. This is the dream funnel for a meeting for a one-to-one mentorship, all right? You get your traffic. This is going to be people coming through your content, people watching your YouTube, Instagram, whatever social media platform you have, maybe paid ads if you're running them. Then you have a lead magnet, okay? This is where you offer free value to people to get them hooked into your sort of idea and push them down into your funnel, all right? Now, having said that, now, funnily enough, I have my own. I already mentioned it in this video. If you caught it, you're on the right track, all right? The offer framework. The offer framework that I provided at the start of the video is my lead magnet, okay? It's free value, it helps you out, but in order to get it, I don't know if some of you have already clicked onto that landing page, you have to deposit your email and your name into it before you can download it, right? So that's pushing you into my funnel, okay? If you haven't done that already, it is actually a good framework. Please go do it. After that, you want to push them to DMs. This is the easiest way. This is the easiest way to get people in a meeting, okay? You can try a landing page. You can try email newsletters. Nothing is as personal as just DMing someone, okay? No matter how hard you try. It builds trust. It builds authority. You can objection handle before you even get on the meeting. It's just absolutely the way to do it. Try, if you can, to push people to DMs. And then book the meeting in the DMs as well. This is pretty much what I've just gone through. Lead magnet pushes the traffic into the funnel and builds trust by providing free value, like my 50K offer framework. Then DMs build most trust with customers, leading to a higher conversion rate, like I said. And the meeting gives a chance to talk to the prospect, build more trust, and objection handle in real time, once again. Step 3. Now that you've got your funnel, you've done your market research, it's time to launch, but not yet, because we still have to build hype around our product, okay? Pre-launch is the next step. This is sort of just the launch in a way, but we're not actually officially giving people our product yet, okay? This is the time to build a bunch of hype around the product, validate all the processes and systems. Now, this is absolutely critical, and this is where most people go wrong. They don't do this at all, right? 3 main goals within the launch or the pre-launch. Goal 1 is build hype and awareness for the product, okay? We've talked about this. The more hype, the more people into the funnel, the more people out of the funnel into your program, and the more money into your pockets. It's just what everyone wants. How are we going to do this? We are going to launch an organic social media campaign. This involves recreating viral content on Instagram, announcing a project that has been in the works for a while, right? As much eyes as you can get onto the project as you possibly can. The more eyes, the better. Placing call to actions. So this is just pushing people into the DMs and trying to book meetings with people before you even launch, all right? Collect as many leads as possible. These are prospects. These are customers that you're hoping to turn into, these are viewers that you're hoping to turn into customers, all right? And then book calls with the people who DM on the final day before the launch. Get the calls get the calls in and underway, and then by the time you have launch day, you already have customers. Goal 2 of our pre-launch: validate our systems and processes. This is important, and this is what's mostly overlooked during the pre-launch stage. People get customers, great, but what you can do is take advantage of this time prior to actually launching, where people still know about your product, and you can turn anything that's not really working or anything that could be better, and you can improve it before you even launch. Just get this out of the way. Things like organic marketing. You can collect data on the leads that you receive. So any leads that have come from your call to actions in your viral content from the week leading up, you can ask them, you can learn about them, you can validate the quality of the leads that you're getting from the content you posted earlier. You can really nail in your ideal client profile. So all these leads coming through, you can see what the average lead looks like pretty much, and just frame your marketing to them. And make sure that all your automations and systems are running smoothly. So if you have AI integrations with your DMs, say you have a ManyChat integration where people DM you a keyword, you can make sure everything's running smoothly, everyone's getting the messages that they need to get, all the sales processes are running smoothly, you don't have any bottlenecks, things like that. Goal 3, scale the product. Now, this is pretty much a launch day activity, all right? But now that we have lots of data on what kind of leads we're receiving, our ICP, the kind of content that works, we can look at scaling the product. Okay, now that we have all this information on exactly how to sell, who to sell to, and what we're selling, scale. The more money, the better, obviously. So you can do this in a couple of different ways. You can do this paid ad campaigns. So now that you have your ICP, you have the kind of things that people are attracted to, like a specific offer, a specific ad that has worked well within your organic. You can transfer that to paid ads, so you get guaranteed eyes on the product and get more people in. If you're drowning in leads, it's too much. There's so many people DMing you, so many people trying to book meetings. It's all too much. You can't handle it on your own. This is where you can hire a sales team, okay? And this is probably the first hire that I would do as an info product owner, is hiring a sales team to automate the process of getting people in. That's the most important one. And retargeting campaigns. So if you had people potentially DM you and then sort of just get lost in the wind, they never message you back, you can retarget those people and try and get them back into the funnel, if that makes sense. Now, step 4, we want to launch the product. Now, pretty much everything leading up to this has set us up for a successful launch, and we don't actually have to do that much on launch day. It's sort of just launch the product, give people who might have already closed access, make a big announcement on social media. But really, all the processes are the same, okay? How are we going to do this? We're going to dial in the sales process. We've already done this pretty much, but any tweaks, anything you can sort of add or maybe you need to take out, any optimizations to the sales process, do this now. Why not? Qualify leads in the DMs. Any leads that you were getting, any meetings that you were getting, you want to qualify them, okay? So this is asking questions like, what kind of budget do you have, to see if they can afford it, to see if they want to afford it, all those kinds of things, qualifying questions. Book meetings. Once again, already doing this, but the more meetings you can book, the more people into the product, the more money in your pocket. Once again, the book meetings are the absolute life of our product. Close on the call. Like we said, you get in a meeting, you objection handle, you try and sell your product, and then ideally you close them and get them to give you your money. More money, the better. Once again, there it is. Make millions of dollars. So yeah, that's the strategy that I use to make the most amount of money with my clients, with their info products, to scale the product as quickly and as fast as possible to the highest numbers as possible, and then you can sort of coast after you've done that. The more you get in, the better. You have processes, you have case studies, and you have backing, right? So yeah, as much as you can do in the first 48 hours as possible, this is how you can lead it up. If you wanted that offer framework to build the best product, which is just going to make all this so much easier because you've already got the perfect offer for your audience, the link is in the description. Get the 50K offer framework. Literally walks you through exactly how to make the perfect offer. subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed it. Every Saturday and every Tuesday, I'm going to be making videos like this, packed full of value, just giving all the information away for free that I use with my clients. And if you're looking to work with me one-to-one, build out your info product, shoot me a DM on Instagram. That's going to be in the link in the description as well. Thanks for watching.